Hello, welcome to Point of View. Today, we will be talking about the mother of all diseases, pathogen X. Disease X is a placeholder name that was adopted by the World Health Organization, WHO, in February 2018, on their shortlist of blueprint priority diseases to represent a hypothetical, unknown pathogen that could cause a future epidemic. The WHO adopted the placeholder name to ensure that their planning was sufficiently flexible to adapt to an unknown pathogen, e.g., broader vaccines and manufacturing facilities. Each year the WHO updates the list with guidance from experts in all fields of scientific study of which pathogens pose the most threat of causing the next global pandemic. While we've seen the impact most of these can have, there have been major pandemics of SARS, Ebola, and Zika in the past 15 years alone. We have no idea what disease X can do, because we don't know what disease X is. It is still too early to identify that COVID-19 is the pathogen X. What are pathogens? A pathogen is an infectious agent that causes disease or illness in a host. The transmission of pathogens from the environment to humans is referred as indirect contact infection, for example via needle prick injuries. Hepatitis B, for instance, is passed on this way. However, disease-causing microorganism may also be transmitted via body secretions, for example saliva, sweat, pus, or semen. Wildlife, ranked by their predicted likelihood of harboring the highest number of viruses likely to infect people. The deadliest event in human history. In 1918 to 1919, pandemic influenza appeared nearly simultaneously around the globe and caused extraordinary mortality, an estimated 50 to 100 million deaths associated with unexpected clinical and epidemiological features. The descendants of the 1918 virus remain today as endemic influenza viruses. They cause significant mortality each year. Although the ability to predict influenza pandemics remains no better than it was a century ago, numerous scientific advances provide an important head start in limiting severe disease and death from both current and future influenza viruses. Identification and substantial characterization of the natural history and parthenogenesis of the 1918 causative virus itself, as well as hundreds of its viral descendants. Therefore, the development of moderately effective vaccines, improved diagnosis, and better treatment of influenza-associated pneumonia, with effective prevention and control measures should be able to prepare us for the future. Donald Trump threatens to halt WHO funding, review U.S. membership. Donald Trump suspended U.S. contributions to the WHO last month, accusing it of promoting Chinese disinformation about the novel coronavirus outbreak, although WHO officials denied the accusation and China said it was transparent and open. COVID-19 update. As on September 23, 2020, the number of cases is 6.8 million and counting. The number of deaths is over 200,000 and counting. Donald Trump fired the entire White House pandemic team. In May 2018, the team was disbanded and its head, Timothy Zimmer, top White House official in the National Security Council, for leading U.S. response against a pandemic, left the Trump administration, reported the Washington Post. President Trump defied the governor of Nevada by holding an indoor rally near Las Vegas last week. The state has been devastated by pandemic and its economic toll. A mask sits on the table as U.S. President Donald Trump meets with governors in the cabinet room of the White House on May 13, 2020, in Washington, D.C. Trump's $4.8 trillion budget would cut safety net programs such as health care and pandemic prevention, and instead boost defense. 5 ways Trump administration failures compromised economic crisis. 1. A botched public health repose. 2. A failure to help workers retain their jobs. 3. 3 years of slashing critical safety nets. 4. A failure to prevent layoffs of state and local workers. 5. A failure to help small businesses. Can Donald Trump protect all Americans from the mother of all diseases? Pathogen X. Thank you for watching.